Look out. Here we go with the steel cage match.
Oh, what incredible power.
Wow, what a vertical suplex. Oh, the dreaded claw to the shoulder.
Man.
This might be it.
Oh, my. Ooh, what impact. Backbreaker flawlessly executed. Boom! We talk about how important stipulations are in a steel cage match. If superstars sign a contract where the only way to win is escape the cage and have both your feet touch the floor, the competitors must have a plan. Especially since you have to be comfortable trying to escape through the cage door as you do climbing over the top of the cage and vice versa.
Phoenix splash!
Oh, that was unreal.
Corey, you touched on something moments ago that's so important for the combatants in a steel cage match to remember. A superstar must be able to think offensively to figure out how they're going to escape the cage. They must think defensively at the same time so they can prevent their opponent from getting out of the cage first and winning the match.
Well, a superstar must become comfortable with escaping the cage by both exiting the cage door and by climbing over the top of the cage, and must also be aware of their attributes and what's best for them. Let's just say if you're a giant like The Big Show, The Undertaker, Kane, or even Braun Strowman, it's preferred to exit through the cage door. The steel cage is a massive enclosure that stands 15 feet in height. For almost 35 years, a select group of high flyers have taken their aerial assaults to greater heights. And when I say that, I mean superstars climb to the top of the steel cage, the real high-rent district, and dive off.
Wait a minute, what is this about?
To your point earlier, Byron, we've definitely seen some unbelievable attacks be launched from the top of the steel cage. And you mentioned the most iconic, the steel cage match for the Intercontinental Championship that saw Jimmy Superfly Snuka clash against bitter rival, the magnificent Morocco.
There's no denying that Superfly set the bar. You look over the years to people like Jeff and Matt Hardy, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho. They continued to push the envelope and executed unbelievable.
He's got him covered.
Kicks out in time.
Not yet.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Look at this.
The rivalry between Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude began during the Super Pose Down at the 1989 Royal Rumble. Then it progressed to where both superstars battled over the Intercontinental Championship. At SummerSlam 90, the rivals met inside a 15-foot-high steel cage for the WWE Championship. Victory could be achieved by pinfall or escape from the cage.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Corey, the WWE Championship match between the Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude was the second half of the double main event at 1990 SummerSlam. The rivalry between the Warrior and the Ravishing One was so heated that no one knew what to expect once the two men were able to battle inside a steel cage, which at the time was the most grueling match in all of WWE.
The Ultimate Warrior dominated early on with his incredible strength. Rick Rude turned the tables and used the steel surroundings to his advantage. At one point, Rude dove from the top of the cage onto the Warrior. But after the Warrior's signature Gorilla Press Slam, the Ultimate One climbed over the cage and retained his WWE Championship.
I just can't get over the physicality of this match. It has been absolutely brutal.
Another amazing singles contest. These two never cease to entertain the WWE Universe.
harsh impact.
You know, these guys are giving it absolutely everything they've got. Ooh! The brutality and vicious. Look out! He's lining him up.
It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Showing some quickness there. And this has just been a hellacious match inside this.
Look at this. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
He's looking.
You gotta believe this one's over. I'm not sure how much he has left.
Oh, nasty impact.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
Schoolboy, no, rolls through.
A super kick. That has gotta be it.
According to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back 80 years. To settle a dispute between competitors Jack Bloomfield and Count Pietro Rossi, the two met inside a ring surrounded by chicken wire. At first, these types of matches were referred to as fence matches.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Wow, I thought he was a goner.
Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point out to our viewers that from the 1960s to the mid-1980s, chain link fences were used to enclose the ring for WWE steel cage matches. A superstar could win by pinfall submission or by exiting the cage through the cage door or climbing over the top of the cage.
We should also point out, Michael, that the way to win a steel cage match can vary by match depending on what was agreed to before contracts to compete in the match were signed. Talking about history, at WrestleMania 2, WWE unveiled the redesigned steel cage with solid steel blue bars before returning to chain link mesh in the late 1990s.
Both of these competitors have so much resolve, it's going to take a minor miracle to keep one of them down. These guys are giving it their all here tonight, not just to entertain the fans, but to...
He got it! He got it! He's done it! Now let's get another look at some of the high points of that one.
I remember this part very well.
Some pretty good give and take in this match, as these highlights show.
Here is your winner, The Prodigy.